everyone. I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and this is Striker, one of my Scotties. And we'd like to welcome you to Flosstube number 199. Striker's just come in from playing. Today's January the 25th, 2025, and it's Saturday. Thank you so much, and we're so glad you could join us. Oh, and here's Winston. They're looking around for their treats. They're not used to being standing up, but this is my other Scotty, and welcome. If you're a new subscriber, you have to see my Scotties every week. That's why I'm Stitching Scotty. And if you're not a new subscriber, yes, I do give them treats every week. This week we're having chicken, grain-free chicken. So they love those. And that's the main reason that they want to be on the Flosstube, is so they can get their treats. But anyway, without further ado, I've been gone for a couple of weeks because I went to a stitch and thrift retreat. And it was a lot of fun. I had the greatest time with my friends. So I want to tell you something about it. I belong to a Facebook group, and it's called the Palmetto Stitchers. And they post, Kira and Rose are wonderful, and they post all these wonderful events that we can do and challenges and things. And so I decided I would go to the Stitch and Thrift Retreat. It's outside Columbia in a little town called Irmo. I say little, but it looks like you're in the city. But anyway, it's a great retreat. We did some fun things there, and we got some nice goodies. So I'll show you some of the things I got. And then later you're going to see all these finishes. And I've got an FFO, and I've got some works in progress. I've got some really good finishes to start the year off with. Okay, we got some 2025 pins. I got a silver and a gold. Don't Make Me Get My Flying Monkeys. I got this. Nonstop Stitching was a vendor there. So that was fun. And I also got, I Put a Spell on You and Now You're Mine from Nonstop Stitching. It's another needle minder. And Anne of Green Gables. Isn't that cute? And Hot Cocoa Marshmallows Candy Canes Cookies served here. I thought that was just perfect for January stitching. And then we got, this was passed around to all the attendees, along with the little 2025 Shoot for the Moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. And we got a little star needle minder. It looks like granite. Then I also got some candy, which is gone. And I got some floss rings and a beautiful skein of thread. I also had some white, but I'll show you what I did to that in a minute. Thank you, thank you. And I'm not going to name people. Well, I am. I know that came from Dolores, my sidekick. If I'd have had time, I would have had her come over today, but yeah, it was a day. Then my friend Diana, alias Barbara, I couldn't resist. I called her Barbara all weekend, from the time I got into the van to ride down there. And don't ask me why I called her Barbara. I have no clue, but her name is Diana. Anyway, she got me this neat mat board. Then she found this. It says Merry Christmas or Dashing Through the Snow. I'm not sure where she got this either. It's a 2-in-1 reversible sign. I don't know. Maybe Dollar Tree? I don't know. Target Spot? It doesn't look like that, and it doesn't look like Hobby Lobby. But we're going to have a finishing day. And I also got this fabric from her. Some batting. And some cute ribbon. Yeah. Her name's Dottie, so why not have polka dotted ribbon and fabric? So I'm excited. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put on that for when we go have our little get-together finishing day. So thank you, Diana. And then Carson, she gave everyone this beautiful bowl, hand-carved bowl, and she said it was from Hobby Lobby. And so I'm going to put some February smalls in this one. Isn't this just cute? I just love it, and it's so well made. And it's a good size. Thank you, Carson. It was way too much, but I'm so glad you gave it to me. Then I also got, we had a freebie table, and the freebie pattern I got was Love, Family, and Home with the Little House logo chart. And this came out at Needlework Market, and I think they included the floss with it, but I just got the chart, and I can't show you that because, yeah. Then we also got a free pattern, and it says, when nothing is sure, everything is possible. And I'm just going to do this. Okay, so that was the free pattern we got. Then I got from Diana these beautiful butterfly project bag labels and 4 skeins of DMC floss. Nice. And then I got this Lugana linen off of, well, you could sell things too, and I bought this from somebody. It was a very good price, and it's 28 count, and isn't that blue just really pretty? And that's about the color it is. And then I got this beautiful project bag. It's all about coffee. And I can't wait to use it. Now I can use it since I've showed it to you. And it was also on one of the vendor tables. Isn't that nifty? We could all be vendors. I was a vendor last year, but I was lazy this year, and I didn't want to be a vendor. Yeah, I just wanted to stitch. So then we had a smalls exchange, and I participated. And she did it a really unique way, Kara did, and I thought it was very, very nice the way she did it. What we did was we stitched a 6x6 small, and we brought it unwrapped, no extra goodies, which was nice because, you know, when you go to retreats, you get a lot of needle minders, a lot of scissors, and don't get me wrong, I love needle minders, I love scissors, I love, you know, floss rings. I can always use floss rings, you know, and counting pins and things like that. But sometimes some people don't have time to make them, and, you know, it kind of makes them feel bad. So anyway, what she did was you put this project in there, and then you also, a finished project, then you also put your name in there on some kind of paper. I had a little gift card thing, so I stuck it in there. And this is a tiny modernist pattern, and it's Live in Full Bloom. And Liz, you did an amazing job. And she got this frame from Hobby Lobby. I love it. It's on, I think 32 count linen maybe. But is that not just gorgeous? I think I got the best one there. Thank you, Liz. And I participated, but forgot to take a picture of mine. But I did the Primrose Cottage stitches, Let It Snow, and I made it into a little blue box and put some white pom-poms around it. I made me one a while back, but I have no clue where it is. So when I find it, I'll show it to you. Okay, then, but if you do want to see it, it's probably, no, I don't know. Anyway, oh, and then we had a workshop, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we were supposed to bring a white skein of floss, and I brought one, but I had to use it for my project. So I was glad that Dolores gave me a white skein of floss. So I took the white skein of floss, and we took it, and they had some chicken wire and pans and things, and she told us what to do, and we twirled it around, and we put ice on it and put some powdery dye on it. And this is the color I got. Ooh, it's messy as usual. This is the color I got with the greens and browns that I did. So I'm really happy with that because it's a beautiful evergreen color. I wanted a lighter one, but you know, I was a little heavy-handed, but that's okay. But at least I know how to ice dye. Excuse me. And she even posted that she was doing snow dyeing. At least she got enough snow to where she could dye something because we didn't get much. And for those of you that have too much, I'm so sorry. Just send it down here. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, oh yeah, I forgot one thing. We had about 65 people and we went all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. And if you wanted to, you could go over to the Stitch and Kitten over in Irmo and you could do some shopping. There were some great restaurants and sandwich shops close by, so that was good. Breakfast was provided and we had snacks and things, so that was good. And she also got us a box lunch from Publix. And if you've never had a box lunch from Publix, they were delicious. I loved it. It was awesome. We had round tables, which was good. So you could talk to everybody at the table. And you didn't feel like you were leaving anybody out. So that was great. I enjoyed it immensely. So now we're going to talk about my finish and my fully finished object all in one. It's for the hashtag FFO Challenge 2025, and you need to post it on Instagram and also tag Jen Quilter and Penny's Daughter Shares. And last year, you know, I had 66 FFOs, and an FFO is a fully finished object. It's however you finish it, pillow, you know, framed, whatever. And this one, I needed to finish stitching. I got this from Friendstitch at one of their Zoom retreats. And this is what it looks like. It's a thankful heart is a happy heart. They gave us the finishing kit and everything. Now, I changed mine just a little bit. I decided not to do the cream colored rickrack. I just thought it was much too bright for this finish. So I didn't do it. But this is stitched on 28 count natural raw linen. And I changed that also because they had theirs, as you can tell, like on a white, either linen or Aida, or off-white, I should say. Let's see what they did have it on. It was a 14 count beige Aida with 2 strands of floss over one. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I wanted something darker. So I went with this. And I thought it was so cute. And they included the rickrack, the board, the finishing tape, everything you needed. I used all the call for colors and I stitched with 2 strands over 2 on 28 count natural raw linen. And I used all the DMCs. And it was fun. I should have finished this a long time ago, but yeah, I squirreled off to something else. Okay, next we're going to do my finishes. I have 3. Okay, now if you'll notice today I'm standing up. So I can only go back so far because I rearranged my craft room and cleaned and organized everything. Well, most everything. I have a couple of things I need to finish organize. Floss, yeah, always floss. But I've been stitching on this since last February, off and on. Sometimes off, sometimes on. And I don't know how many days. But this is the Lord's Prayer from Stony Creek. I will not be posting this on Instagram until it is framed and given to my daughter, because it's going to my oldest daughter. It's her graduation present for her master's degree in divinity. And I thought this would be the most fitting piece I could do and make it special for her. And so anyway, I did mine on 32 count. Oh dear, lost the piece of paper. 32 count Winter Brew, I think it is. And from R&R Fabrics. And that may be wrong, I'm not sure. And I used all the DMC threads except I did not use DMC Color Variation Espresso. I used Week Style Works Swamp Water. Now, let me tell you, I was so tired of stitching brown. Let me tell you, there's a lot of brown in this, but look at all these beautiful colors. I mean, they're gorgeous. This is the most beautiful Lord's Prayer I think I've ever seen. And I did 2 strands over 2. And let's see. Well, there you go. That is all of it. Isn't that pretty? I just love this pattern. I really, really do. So I just gave you a lick and a promise with the iron because I'm going to have to iron it again and again and again. But I'll do this so you can see it. I'm so proud of this. And when I got down here, I thought I was done. And then I turned the page and there was an amen. And I was like, oh. But you know, there is amen on the end of the Lord's Prayer. But anyway, there was some back stitching and cross stitches. And I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. But I just love the colors in this. So I will be showing you this again when it gets framed, and then I'll be giving it to my daughter, my oldest daughter. And I hope she likes it. All right. And I know several of you have bought this pattern and you've started stitching, and it is a Stony Creek pattern. It's book 467. Book 467. And this by far, I think, is the largest sampler I've ever done. So, and finished. Yeah. Okay, hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. I just had to lay it down somewhere where it wouldn't get bent. Well, not bent, but wrinkled. It's cloth. You don't bend cloth. Okay, the next thing I fully finished. I'm trying to get some of my works in progress done so I can start new things. And this is Bloom Where You're Planted by Shepherd's Bush. It was a kit. It's on 10 count Tula. I used 3 strands over one thread or block. Yeah. And the pattern's easy to read. It has basic cross stitch instructions on the back. It's a good beginner pattern. And it uses Weeks Dye Works over-dyed threads and DMCs. And it's just a beautiful pattern. I thought it was so cute. And I would have had it fully finished, but I couldn't have find the frame. I wanted to pop it in real quick, and I thought, there's always next week. But anyway, it came with a little doodle bug button. And this is my finish. It says, Bloom Where You Are. And I think that is just so cute. And I can't wait to put it out this spring. Okay. So there's that one. And that's Shepherd's Bush. And you know I do love some Shepherd's Bush. That's one of my favorite designers. I have several favorite designers. Then the next one, it finishes up a series. And it also contributes to a SAL or a stitch along, which I can't remember. I want to say it's hashtag Lizzie Kate series. And Jen Quilter is also doing this one with some other friends of hers. And I decided I'd join in. And this is the December Flip It Bits. And it's by Lizzie Kate. You can get this from 123 Stitch or check your local needlework shop. They still may have some copies of this. I stitched this on natural raw linen. No, not natural raw. It's Cafe Mocha. And it's 28 count. And I used 2 strands over 2. I used all the call for threads. And that's my finish. And I didn't fully finish it today because, yet again, I had the frame put up and I pop it in and out of, and I couldn't find it. And it's cold, so I wasn't about to go out in my garage. So it's 2 strands over 2, and that's December. So I have an entire series finished of Lizzie Kate's, and I'm excited. So that's good. That one's just been hanging out for years. I mean, literally years. All right, so those are my finishes. So let's talk about the free pattern. And speaking of stitch alongs, and then after that I'll show my works in progress. And if you can tell, I've gotten way more times to stitch because I'm not working as much. So it's wonderful, and I love my new job. It's hard. Some of the studying it's just a lot. It's not really hard. It's just a lot to learn. And I'm enjoying the ladies that come in that I get to I observe until I get fully certified. And I'm very excited about it. Okay, now if I mispronounce this Etsy, first we're going to do the free pattern. Yes. So wait a minute. I said free pattern, not Etsy shop. Boop, doop, doop. Okay. All right, it's a stitch along. And you know, I do love Owl Forest Embroidery, and they have a really nice sale. It's called 12 months, and it's free. And it says free digital chart for 2025 stitch along 12 months. And all you got to do is you go to their website, which I will link below, and you hit the word down, or you hit download like you're checking out, but they don't charge you anything. And you can see where they've got one of the, oops, sorry about the light bulb. You've got one of the patterns highlighted. So that would be great. And you could do one block a month. And just at the end, you could have a nice picture, or you can do one block a month and frame them just, you know, and stick them on a little easel. But anyway, Owl Forest Embroidery has some beautiful patterns. And I do mean beautiful patterns. So be sure and check that out. Okay, next we have some works in progress. Okay. All right. And I have new starts. This one is a new start, but I still call it a work in progress because it's part of the 12 days of Christmas stockings stitch along that I'm hosting along with the Stitching Owl, Karen. So this is hashtag 12, the number 12 days of Christmas stockings SAL, S-A-L. And please tag me at Stitching Scotty and also tag Karen at the Stitching Owl. She has already finished one set of these and she's working on 2 more sets. I'm on number 5. I finally started number 5 and it's 5 gold rings. I'm doing this on black even weave and it's 28 count. And this, well, that purple thing, I don't know, it's a piece of, I don't know what, it keeps sticking on stuff. But anyway, let's do that. Thought I gave everybody a haircut before I started. This is 5 golden rings, and this is all I've got done so far. But I'm really having a lot of fun doing these, even though I'm doing them a lot slower than some. And I went to a workshop last night at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading that she was doing the mini stockings. You could either sew them into stockings or you could make them into ornaments. And I've got mine ready, but I need to get the cording made. And it didn't go well today. So I was like, we'll do it tomorrow maybe. So hopefully I'll have some of these finished for next week. But I've got 4 of them finished and this is number 5. So hopefully I'll get this one done and get moving on, because these little stockings are just so, so cute. And I used 2 strands of thread over 2. But it's just so, so, so cute. Just so cute. Okay, the next one is a real oldie, but a goodie. This one's from Pine Mountain Designs. You know, they used to have all kinds of little pillows that you could pick up, and I would take them like to ball games and stuff. And when my child wasn't playing, or before it started, you know, well, not really when my child wasn't playing, but you know, like when my children were either playing in the band and nobody was, that I had children that weren't playing in the football game, I would sit there and stitch during the football game and people would look at me like I was crazy. But then when halftime came, I was like, yay, go band. So anyway, this is kind of some of the stuff that I took. Where did my pattern go? Okay, here it is. The picture's really small. It's called Snowbirds. And it comes already made into a pillow cover. But what you do is you stitch, cross stitch over here, and I've got the entire alphabet done. I've got the snowman, he just, and a few snowflakes, and he now needs some gloves and a hat and a nose and eyes and things. And then I need to do a cardinal and the word Brrd, and I'll be done. So this one should be finished soon. It's on 14 count Aida. And this is like a flannel pillow, and you just stick a little pillow form in there. And there's a whole set of these, which I think they've been discontinued. I'm not sure, but you can always go to Pine Needles and check out their website and see if maybe they still have some more. But this is fun. It's good to take along in the car. you know, when you're out or like waiting on a doctor's appointment or something, because it just doesn't take up much, you know, space or anything. All right. So the next work in progress, that was not a new start. That was something I'd had, you know, just laying around. The next one is a new start, and now it's a work in progress. It's called Mary from Colorado Cross Stitcher. And a couple of years ago, I took her Advent box for 12 days, Advent 12 days or something like that. And this pattern was in there, and I thought it was so cute. And I thought, well, I really, really, really want to stitch that. So I started it because it was small, and I just love her patterns. If you don't watch Sherry at Colorado Cross Stitcher, you really need to, because she comes up with the greatest ideas, you know, and has some super duper finishes, and you know, it's just different. And this is on a 36 count, whatever I had. It's some kind of like beigey kind of color, and I got the bird done. And that's all I got done. And I'm doing one thread over one strand of floss over two threads. Over 2 threads of fabric. And there's my bird. He needs a tail, you know, because I think he's a peacock. And then I need to do the houses and the fruit bowl and put the word Mary. And then make it into a pillow. So hopefully that'll be a quick finish. But I just wanted to start something in case I needed some small things. Then next, didn't get much done on this. I took this to the retreat, and I tried to stitch on it just a little bit. Everything I stitched, just about I had to rip out, so there's not much progress that it looks like. But I did get a bit done, but, you know, it was stitch it, take it out, stitch it again. And this is Valentine's Day Quaker by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And this is on 36 count. Now, it's either peony or peony. It doesn't matter to me what you say. But anyway, that's what it's on. And it's kind of a pink color because blush is like non-existent. So anyway, this is what I got done. I did this 3 times. Yeah. And then ripped it out. So there you go. And I did these hearts here going up. But that's about all I got done. And I'm using one strand of, I changed the color of my thread. And it's, oh, wait a minute. I lied. The floss is peony or peony. And the fabric is 36 count Poise by Fortnite Fabrics. And you can't get the fabric anymore that I don't think. So anyway, this is such a pretty color, but it's not doing much. That's about like what it is, but it's a little pinker than that. It's just kind of a pale pink, but I just thought that looked really good on it. So it's kind of like tone on tone, kind of. But anyway, that's what I've been doing on that, and hopefully I might get that done before Valentine's Day, and I might not. You never can tell. So anyway, that's my stitching this week, and we're going to talk about an Etsy shop, and then we'll be done. Okay, our Etsy shop this week has a very odd name to me, but I'm sure if you live in Italy, it's not odd. I'm just going to make a stab at it, and I'm sure it's wrong. But anyway, this is called Lagodargento Shop, and I'm going to show you the header right there. Okay, and she had some cute little Valentine's Day things that might make good smalls or pin cushions, or you know, just whatever, or you can put them in a hoop. And this is love. Isn't that pretty? Then she also has the cutest boys. Well, it's just a baby sampler. It could be a girl's, but it is kind of blue. Look at that. It's got a, darn. It's got a seal. It's got a penguin, polar bears, and fish, snowballs, igloo, a walrus. Just cute. And for the girls, they had a farm with a little pig in a mud hole and some chickens and a cow, of course, looking over the fence, and an apple tree. You could even make that for a boy. Then she had a winter sampler. Look at that snowman and that shelf. Isn't that cute? Then we had mittens, cocoa, and scarf. Spring, because spring is coming. I apologize for the glare and the light bulbs, but I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of light. Then St. Patrick's Day is coming, and you know me, I do love me some St. Patrick's Day. Look at that leprechaun and the pot of gold and all those shamrocks. And then we have ice skates. That would be a cute small. Some strawberries. Love some strawberries. That would make a good biscornu too. And Happy Easter, hop, hop, hop. And you could take some of these motifs and, you know, make some smalls or do whatever with it. But I think that's really cute. And then this one said it was a Christmas ornament, but it's a snowman, a bird, and a broom. I mean, winter. Isn't that cute? That would just be the cutest little small pillow. And some autumn cross stitch patterns. We got squirrels, pumpkins, and tea. And then we have another love pattern. Isn't that pretty? It'd be the cutest small. So that's what we've got. And I will link the shop below, even though I have a hard time saying the name. And I do apologize for butchering that. Okay, I've got all the giveaways shipped out. They've been shipped out and everybody should have received them. If you haven't received your giveaway and you emailed me, please let me know. And I just want to thank everyone for subscribing and liking my video and sharing and, you know, with me that it means a lot to you. And that makes me happy. It really does. And I got to meet several of the people that watch, my viewers, and I call you all my stitchy friends because you are. Even though I can't see you, at some point in time, maybe I'll meet up with you. You never can tell. So anyway, until then, I hope I'll come back next week. I'm planning on it and have lots of things to show. And until then, be sure and stitch all the things because if you don't start them, you can't finish them. You have a blessed day and a great week. Bye-bye.